Entrapment, a U.S. secret police superpower. You are their target. The FBI has spent a lot of taxpayer money to get Americans to commit fake crimes, so the U.S. government can imprison those people. It's called entrapment, and El Gato Malo had a very revealing Substack on entrapment recently. If you haven't read it, maybe you should. If you want to understand how police states use the fear of arrest to control the people, read Part 1 of Solzhenitsyn's book, The Gulag Archipelago. It may come as a revelation about our future. Federal governance. It's a trap. Maybe the saddest, craziest part is that entrapment is illegal under the real U.S. laws. But those laws don't matter anymore. The people in the administrative deep state create the laws now, on the fly, making them up as they go along. No Congress or accountability required. The laws created by the unelected government regulators are enforced by their secret police. The FBI, ATF, DHS, CIA, NSA, and the other U.S. secret police agencies. To quote El Gato Malo, entrapment is a time-honored government tradition. They invite you to break the law, then bust you when you do. There are actually protections set up around this, but they are honored more often in their breach than in their adherence. Speech and online speech are no different. Fed boys lurk in chat rooms, seeking to incite and invite violence and terror. One famous FBI entrapment success story. In the late 1980s, a paid undercover FBI agent pretended to befriend Randy Weaver, whom the FBI suspected of being a white supremacist. The agent asked Randy to sell him some shotguns, which Weaver was to cut down to an illegal length. Randy refused, but after several requests from his friend, who claimed that he was in desperate need for money, Randy complied and sold the agent 2 sawed-off shotguns. The FBI eventually attacked Weaver's home. The FBI agent shot his 15-year-old son Sammy to death as he was walking on a trail. The FBI shot the family dog to death. An FBI sniper, the FBI agents did all of the killing from hiding, shot Weaver's wife Vicky to death as she stood on the porch of the home holding a child in her arms. The FBI agents also shot Weaver. In the standoff, after killing Vicky, the FBI agents used loudspeakers to taunt the surviving Weaver family members. "We had pancakes for breakfast today. How about you, Vicky? What did you eat today? How did you sleep last night, Vicky?" the FBI agent said. At Weaver's trial, Agent Fadley, the undercover agent who asked Weaver to illegally modify the shotguns. Fadley admitted under cross-examination that it was difficult to get Weaver to break the law, and in a key exchange, Spence's co-counsel, Chuck Peterson, got Fadley to admit that he did not receive payment for his undercover work unless there was a conviction. As a result, Randy Weaver spent 14 months in prison. Lon Horiuchi, the FBI sniper who shot Vicky Weaver to death, never spent a day in jail, didn't lose his job, and never lost a day's pay. Are you now entering the U.S. police state? As we reported in the Substack, in the year 2025, if Trump is still alive, on September 27, 2024, the U.S. Department of Defense issued a directive to the U.S. military, the U.S. Army, and all other branches to kill American citizens when ordered to do so. Meanwhile, hundreds of thousands of state and local police across the United States are massively armed with military-level weapons and equipment, and enough ammunition to kill every American dozens of times over. And the COVID lockdowns prove that local police will carry out unconstitutional orders from the unaccountable government regulators. And not just orders from the DOJ or FBI, even directives from the bureaucrats in the national health agencies. Americans who refuse to obey those directives are to be arrested or killed. The uniparty politicians and the unelected officials of the U.S. administrative state now command a huge, centrally controlled police military, a police state police force. It's a statement of fact. What do you think they plan to do with it? Will they begin to dispense with the niceties such as entrapment and just engage in mass arrests of everybody who questions or opposes the regime? It's what every other police state in history has done.
Thank you for your interest in Rightful Freedom. Please help us grow by liking and subscribing and commenting. We would love your feedback, and see more content at our website, rightfulfreedom.com.